wears out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third. Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They bring the safety of the blitz and he's through a dropping for an 8-yard loss. And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. From his goal line here, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They're in the top 5 sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd win in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now a handoff. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You remember in preseason we were going to different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now Goff on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now thrown incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up to get the sack on first down. And a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his hand.
Well, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection until it is a second for the loss of 6. Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about moving from field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Luntz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
You force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries in just 2 yards.
Again, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey,
he's got him in, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They'll set up to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Luntz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They put a
touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
Well, the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A quick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
I mean, I would have partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Texans are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway
in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. To be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for his defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now. And now here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans. Lutz will look to add the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's the backup Mayfield.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So not running up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He's He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as it's batted down and incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Big here in the fourth quarter, really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz with the extra point, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Mayfield off the play fake.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. There's some space here.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. My goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. For the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ballgame.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Micah Hyde.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. I guess you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. Being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for him to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lops. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This one to the left to Higbee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Point it right. Let's go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll drop to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.